Hello everyone, today we have two products that we're going to be reviewing, and one of them is a 480-degree rotation car mount from a company called Jowua, and the second one is also from Jowua, and this is the invisible fold-away mount. So this phone mount, you can fold it away and then it will tug behind the center screen and you won't be able to see it. It should be invisible. But let's do some unboxing. I'm going to go install it in the car, and then I'm going to drive with both of these mounts for a couple of days before posting this video, so that at the end of this video I'll be able to tell you my true driving experience with these mounts and if I recommend it or not. And it looks like the product information is right here, and when you open it, there's the mount. They have the instructions manual here, a 3M tape to stick the mount, and it's the frame for installation. So we're gonna put this in the central screen and then install it. But basically this is a 360-degree swivel, so you can rotate anywhere you want, and this is how you activate the mount. And there is some really nice rubber rollers here for the phones to fit perfectly here. And what they meant by foldable hideaway is it can just fold like this, and we'll do a detailed demo here in just a second. And it can also slide in and out. This one also has the product info right here. So you open this and looks like instructions manual here and an installation guide right here. This is really nice. They actually send you installation guide so that you can put this in the back and then you can remove this cardboard frame out of that and nothing else. So how this works is leave your installation guide right here. Instead of putting it on the driver's side, we're going to put it on the passenger side. Make sure this surface is really clean, and all you got to do is remove this 3M tape. So remove it, and then just align this exactly how it is. So this corner, this top corner is going to be right here in the top corner. So you want to make sure that is aligned and just push here. So push this part and you can remove the installation guide. Make sure this is all good to go. Now you can push it a little bit harder and this becomes pretty sturdy here. So now we'll be able to just use the mount, rotate the mount, and then to hide away, all you gotta do is fold it, slide it in, fold it out. You can't see it from the front, you can only see it from the back. To install this mount is the same deal. You just have to peel off this sticker here and make sure this side, the tab is open. And what you gotta do is slide this right here. So we're just gonna slide this. Right here. Now we can just push this in, and all we gotta do is clip it, and we can remove this installation guide. And this should be good to go. And if it is a little bit loose, you can take the clip out and then clip it again. To get this expanded, all you have to do is push it on top here. And once it is expanded, a tip for you guys is don't leave it expanded while you're driving, because it will make a noise. Like, it will drive you crazy. It was driving me crazy thinking like, what the heck is that noise? And I realized this mount is expanded. So I had to do that and then the noise stopped. So it is not noisy at all. A pro tip for you guys: when you expand this mount by pressing here, and when you put the phone, you have to really push it from this side towards the end here. I was doing it from this side on the top, so I was trying to do this and push it in using the top portion here, and as you can see, the phone just slides. I'm pushing it in and then the phone doesn't lock. So what I gotta do instead was press in the back right here. So if I press in the back, as you saw, that the back side kind of went in and then the top side expanded, and that is when the phone holds in place. Now I have had a little more than a week of testing both of these mounts. I'm ready to provide my honest review. I drove with these mounts on low speed, high speed, bumpy road to really see if this mount is worth it. Let me start with the things I really like about these mounts, and then I'll move on to things I dislike about this mount. First of all, the hideaway mount, this thing is genius. You can't really see it after you hide it. I mean, you can see it from the back, but you can't see it from the front, so it doesn't clutter your display here. I think that is a genius. And you can install this here instead of this 480 degree. You can install this one here. So if you want to hide and declutter your cluster in front, it is absolutely great. So I really, really like that. I also like how, even being this foldable, hideable mount, is pretty sturdy. It can hold, any type of phone anywhere. Like I tested from iPhone 8 to iPhone 12 Pro Max, and it holds pretty well. I also like how this can be rotated to pretty much, 360 here. It can go to the back. I don't know why you would put it to the back, but you can. There's an option. You can face it this way, that way. Anyways, and it will stay still, which is really good. So the flexibility and rotation of this is pretty impressive. This next mount, it can swivel. I really like that you can change the angle of this mount. If you don't have an instrument cluster like I do here, which by the way, I have a video link down below for you to check out how I install this and my review of this device. But anyhow, if you don't have this display here, you can totally put your phone right here and it would be perfect. So you can just put your phone right here, and if this display wasn't there, even with this display, I can still see the phone. But without this display, it would be really easy for you, and you can rotate it. Right now, for me, it is really hard to rotate because I have this display on the way. So what I do is I just put it here on top, and while I'm using navigation and whatnot, it is really not too far away here, because on the last holiday update, Tesla made this screen bigger on the left side and made this screen a little smaller, so it is harder to see navigation here. So I can just put navigation right over here. So I like that. You might be wondering, who would want such a device? Why do you even need a phone right here? And as I said, it is so that you can use it as a navigation, which is closer to your eyes. Some people don't even have the premium connectivity. They're not subscribed to premium connectivity, so they can use the satellite map, they can use the live traffic map, and things like that on their phones. So having that phone in front of them is really important, and this one is so sturdy, super nice. I really like it. I also really like the one-hand operation of these devices. Both of these mounts have that one-hand operation. So after you secure it in place, you can just take your phone out and then you can just put it back on, and it will stay right here, and it is secure and it won't slide out, which is awesome. So while you're driving, you can really do this with just one hand. Snap it, take it out, snap it back in place. It's pretty easy and secure. Does this thing shake a lot while you are driving? Both of these mounts were surprisingly very sturdy, and they weren't vibrating too much. It's normal. The car is really stiff, so the car kind of bounces up and down a lot. And in my camera right here, you can see the camera was probably shaking a little bit, so you can see both of these mounts kind of shaking. The phones are shaking a little bit, but it's not too much. When you are actually inside the car, you don't even notice that they're shaking. So when I was looking at the navigation screen, I was not distracted. I was not bothered by the mount shaking a little bit. So that is a plus point, because I've definitely seen mounts making a lot of noise and shaking too much, where it used to bother me that my phone is there and it's just randomly shaking a lot every time there's a little bump in the road. Of things I don't like about both of these mounts is the lack of wireless charging capability. I know that the company said they're making a mount that has wireless charging, so I'm super excited for that to come out, but right now you can't charge it. You have to run a charging cable from bottom here and plug it in, so that is kind of an inconvenient. I wish it had that feature already built into this. It is a little bit difficult as a one-hand operation for this guy compared to the 480-degree mount. It still can be done. It's just I noticed that I do have to touch it here because it has all this, the pin connections to move. It is a little bit difficult to put this with one hand, but I found a trick that if I just touch it right here in the wheel, it comes off, and then if I touch it again, it goes in. Overall, both of these mounts were awesome. I really think it is going to add value to your car. It definitely has added value to my car. It's so much easier now. These two mounts are honestly the best mounts I have ever had on this car. I have tested a few other mounts, and I feel like these two mounts perfectly fit the needs that I have to use my phone. As I said, I just wish this was wireless charging, which they are working on a new mount. But if you don't need the wireless charging, that is great. I do have another product from the same company, Jowua, which is a wireless charger with a Sentry mode built in, so that you can just put a memory card into it and then you will have a Sentry mode, so you can free up some of your USB ports. I'm going to do a review of that within the next couple of weeks, so come back for that review from the same company. If you are going to purchase this mount, use my discount code, and you should be able to get $5 off from each of those mounts. So make sure to use that code. Go through the link that I have in the description below. Well, with that, I'll end today's video, but please do come back for another video in my channel. I do a lot of product reviews so that I can bring new and cool and exciting product to all of you, so that your Tesla ownership experience is enhanced. And as an engineer, I'm super excited about modifying my car and bringing new products to my car. So I will have a lot more videos on different products. I have a few products already on the way, which I will be doing some videos about. And I also make other Tesla videos helping new owners, tips and tricks, doing all kinds of videos covering especially Tesla Model 3 and Tesla Model Y. So if you enjoyed today's video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification, come back again for another video. I really appreciate your support to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Namaste.